Hello everybody and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Currently it is Saturday and let's get right to the charts as Bitcoin is right now pushing above finally the value area low right here that we have previously struggled to close a daily candle above it. As you can see right now Bitcoin is finally closing a candle above our value area low right here, as you can see, which is also right now where our PLC is sitting, since most of the volume has been traded right around here during this time, which you can see the price has been struggling. So right now potentially we are going to retest this week right here of around $114,000. That would be another move of around almost 2% to the upside. As you can see, since Thursday we have been going up only on the daily time frame. The weekly right now still looking kind of weak until we start seeing candle closures above those levels right here. You can see on the weekly, then I'm still considering a potential retrace downwards towards my level, which is sitting right here at 98,000.3k, which is basically a very important level that Bitcoin needs to hold, in my opinion, if we get down there. But firstly, for us to get down there, the price needs to break below 100k. So basically we want to see a candle closures somewhere down here, and we want to see price start falling aggressively to the downside, in my opinion, for us to wick down, potentially to take out this low, which has been sitting since 16th of June, as you can see. Also, something very interesting and something very bullish potentially is that on the weekly time frame the S&P 500 started reversing, as you can see, bullish to the upside, and right now it is looking potentially like it wants to have another potential run towards the upside. As you can see, after previous corrections like this one, for example the one that we had right here during July, after this price started reversing to the upside, and right now if basically the same repeats, we are potentially going to be seeing the S&P 500 reverse to the upside. And as you know, if the stock market starts pushing higher again, so will Bitcoin. This is also something very important we wanna look out for. On the daily time frame, still looking very nice. It all depends right now on the US President Donald Trump, if he will announce some more of the tariff news. Basically there are ongoing trade wars with China, so it is very important for us to follow those news. For now there are no news, but we might get hit with some news the coming next weeks. If you look at the data, I think next week we do have some important news. Exactly, we do have the next Wednesday on the 29th of October, we do have once again the FOMC press conference, which is the rate cuts. Potentially, as you can see, rate cut is expected to happen. Basically, it is expected that we get 0.25 of a cut, but you see about that. Basically, we do have the weekend, and then about 3 to 4 days we are going to be getting those news, which in my opinion will give new direction for the markets. Now if we go back to Bitcoin, basically as of right now we are still far away, as you can see, from the value area high. Basically to reach up there and potentially to break through would be very key. But in my opinion, what is possible, most likely to happen, is we have our all-time high right here, then we get a push potentially towards the value area high, and then on the hard time frame something like this happens. In my opinion, this is for right now the most probable scenario for Bitcoin. As you can see, I am expecting something like this to play out. You can screenshot this, save it, however you like. But in my opinion, this is how the markets are potentially going to play us out. During this move, we are potentially going to scare everybody out on the move towards the downside. And then once again, once everybody, all of the retail is out of the market, smart money will start scooping up Bitcoin from around these prices, and then the market makers will basically start pushing the price higher to the upside and potentially make a new high during November or December, since as you know we are still in Q4 and this is basically the most bullish months, the most bullish quarter for crypto, for the crypto markets, and also for the stocks, as you know. Now if you look at Ethereum is finally reclaiming this level right here. Go on a lower time frame, you can see right now this small range right here that we have. Basically we are approaching the point of control, which is sitting at $3,000, almost $4,000 to make it exact. Basically 4,000, very key. As you can see, the value area low has held us up very nice. We did not lose this level. If we get a confirmation closure on the weekly above this below this line, then it would be very dangerous for it. We might see something play out like this. If we get a weekly candle closure below it, below this level, potentially retracement all the way down to 2,500, basically this range that we had previously broken out of, we are potentially going to revisit it if we start pushing lower. So basically, if in scenario that we close below this 4-year resistance, which is right now acting as support, we are going to potentially revisit 2,600 or the wick right here, which is 2,900 basically to be exact, or all the way down to the EMA, which is sitting at 2,500 for now. Those are my outlooks for Ethereum. Solana right now looking bad on the weekly, still below the value area high of the bigger macro range. We want to see a breakthrough and candle closure confirmation above this level, basically above 197, for us to consider Solana to start running up higher again. Hype is looking pretty nice on the weekly. As you can see, we are potentially finally starting to reverse the bearish trend right here. We are reclaiming the 200 moving average on the daily, and right now our next resistance would be this level right here, the wick that we have, the high, which is sitting right now at 43.5 cents basically. So another 5% up to the upside, and then if we start pushing above it, potentially we are going to be seeing hype go back to $50. If we get a swing failure pattern from right here, we might potentially revisit those lows right here at 33, or maybe we go break down to somewhere between or all the way at the lows at this week right here. Now of course it all depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin decides to start pushing lower, then so the altcoins will follow. XRP also starting to look very nice for now. We are yet to see if the breakthrough happens. Actually, the pump token still consolidating right here, looking kind of weak right now. But if we start breaking above this trend line right here, then I would be considering a potential trend reversal. The dollar closed, I think we did close kind of bullish on the weekly time frame. You can see we are still consolidating, but if the dollar starts gaining strength once again, like back here, Bitcoin will show some weakness. Just so as you know, this is also something which has confluence on Bitcoin, the dollar. Gold also closed at around 4,100, which is still I am basically still bullish on gold, since as you know it is very hard to predict the top on an asset such as gold, and if gold starts pushing higher once again, then so Bitcoin will potentially struggle. But as you can see right now, we are starting to get overbought, so we might see either a sideways range or potentially a revisit of the previous all-time high for gold. It is very possible that some of those scenarios play out, but as of right now, for Bitcoin, you can see Bitcoin is starting to potentially try and take out the liquidity that's sitting to the upside right now. During the weekend, we might get a volatile move, as you know, either today or tomorrow. Before the trading week starts, before the market opens, the market makers for Bitcoin will potentially try to liquidate the shorts that have been stacked up on top, and then they will go and hunt those long positions. So these are called weekend manipulations. We might see them happening this week, or we might not. Not every weekend is the same, but this is something to keep in mind of. The ETF inflows for yesterday, basically for Friday, we got another bullish inflows for the ETFs. We basically got 90.6 million, which is very nice. All of the institutions bought, basically not everybody, but BlackRock and Fidelity, they did buy, but the rest they did not buy, but they also did not sell off any, which is nice. The Fear and Greed index starting to push above. You can see we are right now at 34. We are approaching that neutral zone once again. The overall crypto market cap is starting to push back. As you can see, it is slowly climbing. Altcoin season, we are right now still in that Bitcoin season. You can see basically, I think back when Bitcoin started ranging right here, the alt season index was sitting somewhere near the altcoins, but we are not in basically we're right now back in that Bitcoin season. Altcoins are now not showing that much strength as they were before a couple of weeks. Long versus shorts trades ratio, as you can see, we do have more shorts into the market overall, even more shorts on hyper liquid, but right now we are seeing a bullish move towards the upside. So potentially what we are seeing right now is a short squeeze to the upside. Basically get all of the shorts wrecked up until 114 or 116, and then we might see this reversal happening. Funding rates are right now back at being positive on the major exchanges, which is also potentially fueling this bullish move towards the upside. And I think this covers it for today, guys. I hope you liked the daily update, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.